All right, ready to unleash your inner badass. Today, we're diving deep into Jen Sincero's heroes. You are a badass.
Yeah.
No need to hit the bookstore, though. We've got the goods right here.
You know, it's really interesting how Sincero combines practical advice with this, like, super engaging, often funny tone. It makes self-improvement feel less daunting and more, well, kind of exciting, you know?
Totally. Like, she's that friend who's straight up with you, but you can't help but laugh along. So, no lectures here, just straight talk. One of her big things is how much our subconscious minds are actually in control without us even knowing.
Right. It's like we have all these limiting beliefs buried deep down, insecurities, fears, doubts that we might not even realize are there.
They're holding us back.
Oh, absolutely. They can really sabotage our growth without us even realizing it.
Sneaky little devils. So how do we deal with them then?
Sincero says the first step is awareness, shining a light on those beliefs.
Okay, so like becoming aware of them.
Exactly. Like, think of a dusty old attic. You flick on the lights, suddenly you see everything. Mindfulness plays a big role here, too.
Makes sense.
Right. When we're stuck in the past or worried about the future, those negative beliefs just fester. But if we can be present, right here, right now.
We take away their power.
Exactly. And Sincero takes it a step further, suggesting we tap into a higher energy. Call it God, the universe, whatever clicks.
I like that she leaves it open-ended because it makes it relatable to anyone, right?
Absolutely. It's about finding what resonates with you.
So we're shining a light on these hidden gremlins and tapping into like a power source.
You got it. And next up, embracing our inner badass. And it all starts with radically accepting ourselves. And I mean really loving ourselves, flaws and all.
That self-love thing is huge because if we don't believe in ourselves, why should anyone else, right?
Exactly. And Sincero is big on not letting the opinions of others, good or bad, define us.
Oh, interesting. So no seeking validation either.
Nope. It's about defining your own truth, your values. No one else gets to hold that measuring stick.
So less worrying about everyone else, more about what feels right for you.
You nailed it. And this all ties into breaking free from the fear of judgment, which, let's be honest, can be paralyzing.
Oh, tell me about it. So how do we get over that hurdle?
It's about stepping outside of our comfort zones, you know, those little boxes we put ourselves in.
Right, where the magic happens, as they say.
You know?
But it's easier said than done.
Yeah, absolutely. But that's where we grow. Now, Sincero also talks about this idea of tapping into the mother lode. Ever heard that before?
Not really. Sounds intriguing. What is that?
So imagine this limitless energy source, like, surrounding us. It's this universal power. Some might call it universal intelligence or source energy.
Okay, I think I'm getting it. We're all connected to it, but we don't always realize it's there.
Exactly. And how do we tap in? Sincero suggests things like mindfulness, meditation.
Makes sense. Got to clear out the clutter to get on that frequency.
Exactly. And it's not just silencing the negative stuff, but actively cultivating positive thoughts, you know?
Because thoughts become reality, right? The whole law of attraction thing.
Right. So focus on negativity, you'll see more of it. But if you shift your perspective, see the abundance. Amazing things can happen.
So it's a choice. Seeing the good, expecting the good, even when it's tough.
You got it. Now, Sincero doesn't sugarcoat either. She's big on taking responsibility. That means getting over your BS, as she puts it.
Oh, I like her style. What does that BS look like, though?
Think excuses. Those stories we spin that keep us stuck. Procrastination, self-doubt, fear of failure. All BS.
We've all been there, though, haven't we? What does she say about breaking free?
Action. It's about moving from thinking to doing. One small step at a time.
Because action creates confidence, right? You do something, even imperfectly, and it builds belief in yourself.
Exactly. She also says, get curious about those fears instead of letting them control you.
So what if I fail? Becomes, what if I succeed?
You got it. Because honestly, most of the things we worry about never happen. And even if they do, we're much stronger than we think.
Fear's a liar, right? Things always seem scarier in our heads.
Absolutely. So you've unpacked those beliefs, faced those fears. Now what? Sincero says it's time to kick some ass.
Okay, bring on the badass energy. What does that even look like, though, in daily life?
It's about taking action towards what we want, getting clear on goals, setting intentions, making a plan, and being consistent, even when it's hard.
Because it's not always sunshine and rainbows on the road to badassery, right?
Not always. Setbacks happen, obstacles, moments when you just want to quit, but those are all part of the process.
It's that resilience, that ability to bounce back, that really defines a badass, don't you think?
Totally. And she even tackles a topic people often avoid, money.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one. How did she approach that?
It's about a mindset shift from scarcity to abundance.
Because our beliefs about money can hold us back or set us free.
Exactly. And it goes back to self-worth. If you don't believe you deserve abundance, you'll probably sabotage yourself. Now, there's one more thing I want to mention. Might seem a bit strange at first.
Okay, I'm listening. What is it?
It's surrender.
Surrender. Yeah, doesn't sound very badass, does it? How does that even work, like, with everything else we've talked about?
Right. It's not about giving up. It's more about letting go of control, trusting that, the universe or whatever higher power you connect with has got your back.
So loosening the grip, going with the flow a little bit.
Exactly. Surrendering to the journey, even if you can't see the whole roadmap, sometimes the most badass thing is just trusting that things will work out.
It's like the less we try to control everything, the less stress we have.
Exactly. Sincero reminds us it's okay to not have all the answers. Be okay with uncertainty, have a little faith, even when things get weird.
It's actually really freeing when you think about it, not having to have it all figured out, just trusting.
It really is. It lets you be more present, more open to whatever comes your way.
Wow, this has been amazing. Sincero's book is really inspiring, like a push to be your true self, go for what you want, that whole thing.
Totally. It reminds us we have the power, to create a life we love, and that the journey itself is important.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up, what really stuck with you today? Any big takeaways?
I think just that idea of embracing your inner badass flaws and all, knowing you're already enough, you can do amazing things.
Love that. We're all works in progress, right? Those imperfections, they make us who we are.
Absolutely.
So to everyone listening, remember, you are a badass. Now go out there and make it happen.